Hello everybody, I'm Aiden.
I'm Clark.
Have you ever wondered why people prefer various mics for recording on their guitar cab?
Well, today we're going to take a look at different microphones, some ribbons, condensers, and dynamic microphones, all synced up to a Messa Boogie Mark V amp.
Welcome to Liquid Studio Productions.
Hope you're having a wonderful day.
So for today's video, we use various microphones as Clark discussed, but we also did two placements for each microphone. A close placement where we were about an inch off of the grill and slightly off the center of the cone. Then a further back placement which was about 3 feet and it was directed right at the cone.
We then ran the microphones into a UAD 4710 Twinfinity preamp. We had the same gain structure on both preamps, and we had the low cut filter, which I believe is at 75 Hertz engaged. I had to normalize the audio later on in the DAW.
So here are the microphones that we used and what makes each one unique. So the first style of microphone that we used is a dynamic microphone. We used a Shure SM57. The specs are on the screen. We also used a Sennheiser E609. And we used a Shure SM57 Beta. So even though these all are a dynamic microphone, you can see there are some differences in their polar patterns and in their frequency responses. These are the most common type of microphones you will find around somebody's home or studio, or some variation of these. They're very common, used for recording a guitar, used for recording drums, used for recording vocals, and they're very durable microphones. So you can throw them in a drawer, they can lie around, they can bang into each other a bit. You'll a lot of times see these at bars, and the grills on them are all dinged up, but it's because they are a rugged microphone, they can take a bit of abuse.
We also used some large diaphragm condenser microphones for the video. The very first one we used was the Audio-Technica AT3030, specs up here. The AT3030 features a low-cut filter which allows you to cut off the low end of the sound, I believe at 80 Hertz. And it also has a 10 decibel pad which allows you to capture louder sound sources without overloading your mic preamp. This is great on overheads and using for drum mics. The second microphone we looked at was the Rode NT2A. This one also features a low-cut filter at 80 Hertz and 40 Hertz. It also features a 10 decibel pad and a -5 decibel pad. This microphone also features multiple polar patterns which allow you to capture the sound from different angles.
So the next style of mic is the small diaphragm condenser. The first microphone we used is the Rode M5. Now, reasons why you would choose a small diaphragm condenser over a large diaphragm condenser. The first is the transient response is better on a small diaphragm condenser, which makes them great as drum overheads. We currently use a set of Rode M5s as our drum overheads. And we use another set for our room mics, which I'm currently using right now and that we use on our live stream on DLive. Another reason why you would choose a small diaphragm condenser is because the capsule is smaller. It just means that the pickup pattern is going to be more defined and you're going to get a better image and a clearer, more detailed image on a small diaphragm condenser. Also, the response in the high end is slightly better on a small diaphragm condenser compared to a large diaphragm condenser. The next mic we used is the ARC mic that comes with their room correction kit. This is the older model. With this mic especially, it's a completely flat response, because the idea with this was it's to take images of your room as it's sends sound from your speakers to the microphone. So it takes images of your room and then it creates an EQ curve for your speakers so that you'll get a flat response out of your speakers. Because this is a flat microphone, it does give a very detailed and very accurate representation of the source that's being sent to it. Now, again, same as the large diaphragm condensers, these mics are much more delicate than a dynamic mic.
The last microphone we used was a ribbon mic, the Apex 210B. This is a great microphone to pair with a condenser mic or a dynamic mic because of its frequency response on the low end. It's also great to use as a room mic with drums because of its polar 8 pattern, which allows you to capture a lot of ambience in the back end of it. This microphone is extremely fragile though, so you have to be careful with handling this one.
These microphones are all in the low to mid price range, with the most expensive being the Rode NT2A, which is about $400 new. The rest of the mics will cost you about $100 to $150 each.
As a bonus, we also used IK Multimedia's ARC small diaphragm condenser microphone and their T-Rack mic room plugin. We used this to compare to various microphones that we used in the video and also some high-end famous microphones.
Now, again, same as the large diaphragm condensers, these mics are much more delicate than a dynamic mic. So make sure you do not drop them, especially when you're shooting a video.
It also has multiple polar patterns, which allows you to decide which way you want to capture the angle.
You need to talk about too what those low cuts and those pads do. Because you should be thinking like this could be for the person who doesn't know anything, right? Like, and you should definitely tell them don't drop the fucking mic like that.
Okay. Part 5.
Thanks everybody for checking out our video. If you enjoyed it,
Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
to stay up to date on new videos that we release, you can also connect with us on social media, Twitter @Liquid Studio 2 and Instagram @Liquid Studio Producers.
We host a live stream every Monday and Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch at twitch.tv/Liquid Studio Productions.
Come, hang out, talk, and create music with us. We post all the songs we create to SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Liquid Studio Producers. We list the key and BPM of each song.
You can then download the songs, add your own vocals and instruments to create your very own songs, or just enjoy the music for yourself.
Also, if you're a content creator, you can use any of the songs we create as royalty-free music for your own video content.